my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm gonna stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Hey guys, welcome to Pick Up the Truth. Did this song affect your emotions? Did it get you to feel the pride they program you to feel as they label you as an American or whatever your country is, and whatever song they have to celebrate your patriotism? This song is strong in how it gets your emotions to feel pride and joy and love for the name that they take away your natural rights with, to the land that was created for you. And this is a reason why a lot of people, they don't like this channel. They'll never accept this truth. But this channel is continuing to fight for humanity and not the labels they program us to believe in. I fight for each one of these men and women that you see on the screen, because I know who they truly are. These men and women are our brothers and sisters, our family that they've gotten to manipulate to fight for the label that they program them to believe in, to give their lives and take other brothers and sisters' lives for the label of American that they've got them to believe in, or whatever country you're from. Music is a great system of mass mind control against us because they use the men and women, our brothers and sisters, our natural brothers and sisters, and their abilities. Because, see, we are strong. We are strong naturally, and we each have our own strengths. And they take advantage of those strengths and use them against us. These patriotic songs will get us to believe in the lie that our natural land that was created for us to naturally live on is this name that they labeled it with. And they labeled it with that name to steal it from us, and it succeeded. We're no longer the natural people that were meant to live on this natural land. We were all programmed to be enslaved by the name itself. We're controlled by that name because we've given ourselves over to that name, given our natural rights away that we were created to have for this name. And it takes away our natural power that we were meant to have, our natural ability to create from this land individually without restriction. And that's what this name that we choose to label ourselves as does to us. It takes away our rights to create freely from what was created, from the land that was created for us. And it also programs the brothers and sisters that you see on the screen that are in the armed forces. And like I said, respect to all our men and women that are in the military and give their lives, The only bad thing is they've accepted the labels that they're controlled with. They can be manipulated to take another's life, another man or woman in another country. That's another brother or sister that we should be uniting with naturally. But the people who enslave us in this world, they label them as well. They label them to divide them from us, and likewise. That way, they can create the division and the hatred that we may feel for them because they created the pride that we feel in the unnatural name that has stolen our land. And they've done the same to them. So they instill hatred for one another in that division, and they get us to kill each other for it. And they get us to accept that form of murder, that way they want us to harm another brother or sister we should be uniting with. They create all the divisions that we experience in our lifetime. This is a powerful system of enslavement that we find ourselves in if you're waking up to truth. And a lot of people that are programmed to be patriotic, they're not going to want to hear this truth. They're not going to want to accept it. And they may never accept it. They may choose to be programmed by many things and be enslaved in their life until the day they die, and that's the choice they make. And They may comply with every law they restrict us with in the name they get us to label ourselves as. They're going to continue to use our loved ones, our sons and daughters, friends and family in law enforcement. The same law enforcement that restricts us in the imaginary borders they've gotten us to believe in that do not truly exist, but only in our minds, because they program that there. They've gotten us to be controlled by those imaginary borders. They've gotten us to comply with the laws in those imaginary borders. There's too many ways they've gotten to divide what is natural, and we are what is natural. We've given away the natural strengths and control that we were meant to have on this land. And they've programmed us, they've mass mind controlled us to have pride in the deception they get us to believe in. Trust that this channel only puts out this truth, not against the people in the military, but for the people in the military, because we only have love for the brothers and sisters that are controlled in this way to kill one another or be killed. We can't continue to allow our loved ones to be manipulated in such a way. We were never meant to die in these wars they created for us, for the unnatural reasons they get us to believe in, for all the ways they program our minds to be manipulated to kill one another in each war. Natural men and women were never meant to live this way, be controlled by all the things they get to control us with in these names they label us with. It's not a good way we've chosen to be manipulated, and we just continue to accept this manipulation, continue to expose our future generations to this enslavement and manipulation. As natural men and women, we have to stand up, if not for ourselves, for our children and our grandchildren, and stand up and say, no more. We don't accept these labels that you put upon us. We can't, because they get us to do all these unnatural things against each other instead of uniting in peace and unity to help one another survive on the land that was created for us. And then we can start to create freely, live freely, think freely, help one another freely without expecting any kind of payment to be controlled by in return. It's all programming for your mind to come against one another. Strong programming, and music is the delivery system. It doesn't matter what kind of music. They'll use any kind of music to program us and manipulate us. We've seen that. From rap to country, rock and roll, patriotic music, even classical music, no matter. Classical music, you might ask yourself, well, how do they program you with that? Well, they get you to believe in a certain class that they enslave you with the money they created. It's not a joke. The sophisticated ways they choose to control us all in this system of real enslavement that we live in. Well, I hope this helped, guys, and choose to be your natural created self. Believe in that. Don't believe in the labels that the many labels that they control us with. The many labels that they try to get us to believe that we are when we're not. Believe in yourself as a natural person. That will help you not be manipulated by the mass mind control that they have for our brothers and sisters. Take care out there.